Hey girl, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I am going to be reviewing the Morphe Mickey and Friends eyeshadow palette. This palette here consists of a lot of vibrant shades, and I'm so excited to share today's video with you guys because I have been working on this for a while. I wanted to share with you guys 3 different looks that you can create using this palette here. And the look that you guys are seeing on my eyes is one of the looks that I'm going to share with you guys. So I'm going to do all voiceover, but I do want to review the palette and just give you guys my perspective and my thoughts, what I think of the palette, the performance of it. I did get to play around with a lot of the colors, so I am able to review the palette in today's video. I'm going to also share with you guys some swatches, and all of the tutorials are going to be voiceovers because it'll be very long if it's not a voiceover. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's tutorial and review.
No, I'd rather be waking up with you. Set up alone in your room, slept with the light on, waiting up for you. I don't wanna be.
Okay friends, so let's get started with the eyeshadow palette. This one is the Disney Mickey and Friends Truth Be Bold eyeshadow palette. This is the front of it. The back of it is plain. It's plain matte black, and then I just think it's really cute and colorful, and if you are a Disney lover, I think this is a must-have. Now let's take a look at the inside of it. You guys can see that the cover of the inside of the palette, it says, express every side of hue, provocative, original, totally unexpected, and we're not just talking about you. This boundary-breaking palette of unapologetic shades is all about experimentation, always changing artistry, and your freedom of self-expression. With Disney, Mickey, and Friends, your blends know no end and will inspire others every swipe of the way. Here's to the power of you and you and hue. Now check out these gorgeous shades in here. You have every color of the rainbow. I love how versatile this eyeshadow palette is. It has a lot of pops of colors, of course it does, but there's also a lot of shades in here that you can use for an everyday basis. You can definitely create some looks with just using the first row. Very beautiful. Now let's look at the second row. The second row consists of a lot of pinks in here, and they are also really pretty. I think this is like the most wearable row. You can definitely do daytime looks with this row here. So yeah, really beautiful. Now let's move on to the third row. The third row consists of purples, and these purples are so gorgeous. The last 2 purples that I swatched did kind of swatch a little patchy, but I did use some of these eyeshadows in some of the looks that I used in today's video. Well, in one of the looks, and I had no trouble blending these out. They're also really pigmented. So now looking at the fourth row, it consists of blues, and blue is my color, girl. I am a Pisces. They are so beautiful, vibrant as well. And again, the darker shades did swatch a little bit not so good, but performance-wise, they did perform well. Now, the last row, this is the 5th row, it consists of green eyeshadows, and let's talk about that really bright green. It's called Max Power. Of course, I used it for a look in today's video, and I think it was probably my favorite look that I did. So that is all the swatches for this palette. Also, a part of this collection is a handheld mirror. It does have 2 little ears at the top like Mickey. I do want to say that it's not my favorite mirror because of the ears. It kind of does block some of the light. So I just personally don't like it. It is really cute though. If you're a Disney lover, I'm sure you're gonna love it. I also received this Morphe Mickey and Friends Truth Be Bold Mega Matte Lipstick Trio. It has 3 lipsticks in here, and there's a color Beau Babe, Oh Boy, and Goody Goody. And this is what they look like. They do have the M in the lipstick at the top. And on the side of it, it also has the Disney logo. I really love how they're like a neon pink, really cute. Now, last but not least, we also have a brush collection in this collection. It's the 6-piece brush set. It looks like this. This is the box. The back of it shows you the brushes that come inside of the set, and you also get a description of what each brush is used for, which I thought was really cool for beginners. When you take the box out of the box, there's another box. It's kind of like a little pencil box. It's really cute. You can definitely use it to store all of your makeup brushes, or you can use it if you're still in school. You can use it to contain all of your pencils and all your little accessories and stuff. this is what the brushes look like on the inside, and this is how it's gonna arrive. Now let's get started with look number 1. This is a beautiful pink eye look. So I'm gonna start off by using some eye primer. This one is the Glamlight. The one I'm using is the Icing eyeshadow base from Glamlight. Really love this eyeshadow base. And yeah, I'm just applying it with a beauty sponge all throughout the eye. And then we're gonna move on into the first color. This first shade that I'm using is called Bat Those Lashes, and it has Daisy Duck on the eyeshadow palette. It's really cute. With this shade, I'm just packing on the eyeshadow before blending it out. We just want to deposit that color, and as you can see, it's really pigmented and it shows true to color. What you're seeing on the eyeshadow palette is what is showing on my eye. So now I attempted to take the color Koi Toy, which is this color right here, and I wanted to apply it at the edges of the previous shade just so that we can slowly diffuse the previous color out. And I took a smaller brush and just applied it over that, overlapped it over that area. Once I did that, I decided to go into Big Bows, this shade right here, and I took a small blending brush to pick up this color, and I'm just applying it to soften up the outer edges of this. And then I decided that I needed to go back into Bat Those Lashes and deposit that color back into my crease area because I really want a defined crease. Once I did that, I took a fluffier brush and went back into Big Bows and really softened up the outer edges of the eye. And I also did take this color all the way out to the outer corner of the eye, like towards the end of the eyebrow. And then I am taking some makeup remover and just wiping off all of the makeup from the eyelid, and we're creating the guide where we're gonna have the cut crease. And I am taking it up pretty high towards the eyebrow and cleaning it up with a makeup wipe, just so that it's like not going to bleed through with the next color that we're going to be applying. So now I'm taking a concealer. I just feel like concealers work best when you're doing a cut crease because it's not too creamy to where it's going to get really messy. So I'm taking my concealer. You can use any concealer as long as it's not too creamy. I'm using this one from Fenty, and I'm just applying it on the lid. And also the brush that I am using, I have it linked in all of my videos because I get a lot of questions about it. It's really easy to create your guide where you're going to be doing your cut crease. Once you have your guide, you want to take a flat brush and just fill in underneath your guide. I've been saying the word guide a lot. So yeah, once it starts looking like this, you want to take a beauty sponge and just blend it into your skin so that it just looks really clean. Now, once we have done this, we want to go back into the color Bat Those Lashes, and we're just depositing to the outer corner of the bottom of the eye right there underneath where we have the guide. And we just want to deposit that color so it's really pigmented. We don't want to worry too much about blending just yet. Once you have deposited the color, you can begin to blend and just soften up the outer edges. I am kind of trying to wing it out. Once I have softened up the eyeshadow, I'm going to go into the color Big Bows, and I'm just going to overlap that previous shade just so that we slowly start creating another gradient effect, okay? Don't worry if you lost a little bit of the pigment from the previous eyeshadow because we're just going to go back in there and deposit that color again. So now I'm taking the color Head Out, which is this yellow shade, and I took a flat packing brush and I'm just applying it onto the eyelid like so. It got a little blurry right here, but hang in there. So I'm just applying it, and I also kind of forgot to include that I was applying this color to the outside, like where the wing is, like at the outer corner. Yeah, I took it all the way out. I just kind of didn't film it for some reason. Okay, and then I'm going to take some NYX glitter glue and I'm going to just apply it to the center of the eye. I don't want to drag it. I'm just going to be packing it on very lightly so that it doesn't remove any of the eyeshadow that we have on the eye. Once we have the glitter glue on, I'm going to take my ring finger and just dip into the color Extra Sparkle and just tap it into that area so that it adds that sparkle. In the center, it's going to look really pretty. Trust the process. And that completes this look. I just had to apply some lashes and the rest of my face, and this is the whole look. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Now let's go ahead and move into our next look. For our next look, I wanted to do a smoky purple, very easy eye. So I'm going to be taking the Juvia's Place concealer and I'm just going to be applying it all throughout the eye, blending it out with my beauty sponge. So I'm taking this Morphe M456 eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to be packing on the color Secret Weapon, which is this shade right here. I'm just packing it on to get the intensity, and we're not blending out just yet, okay? Once we do have the intensity, I'm going to go to this purple shade right here. It's called Out Loud, and I'm taking a very small blending brush. This is the Sigma, hold on, let me see. This is the Sigma E36 eyeshadow brush. Blending does require you to have some patience, so I'm just going in and just, as you can see, it takes time to make sure that you execute the blending, okay? So just be patient, girl. And now we're gonna go into this color called Aw Goody, and with this color we're taking a fluffier, bigger brush and we're just gonna go ahead and soften up the outer edges so that it kind of looks very soft and smoked out at the same time. And this eye look only requires 4 shades, so it's really easy to do. As you can see, like, it already looks good on its own like that. And I just kept going back into those previous colors just so that we didn't lose that intensity. You want to go back and add the intensity back into the eye. The eye look already looked nice, but I wanted to take it up a notch and add some shimmer. I was really intrigued by this color called Super Sassy, so I decided to take a brush, I wet it with one of my setting sprays, and then I dipped into that color and just applied it. Then I decided I wanted the intensity to be even more vibrant, so I took my ring finger and just dabbed a little bit more of that shadow onto the center of the lid. And then I took a powder foundation. You can use a loose powder or anything that you have just to add it and soften up the beginning portion of the eye, and just so that it doesn't look like the shimmer is just applied there without blending, you know? So that's what I'm doing. And then I decided to do a wing liner, so I just, you know, just get any wing liner, girl. In my waterline, I used the Revlon So Fierce Vinyl Eyeliner, and this one is in the color Powerful Plum. Then I went back into the color Out Loud and just diffused the eyeliner from the bottom lash line. Then I applied some mascara, and then I'm like, okay, I need to add a little bit of glitter. So for glitter, I used the ColourPop Skate Date. This is from the Hello Kitty collection. This is a glitter gel, and very lightly I just applied it to the center just to add a little bit of sparkles. I didn't do too much. I just wanted a tad bit of sparkle, you know? Because my eyes are sensitive. I can't put too much sparkles or glitter. This is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's really soft and really effortless. I think it's really pretty, but again, it's me. I did that. I love it. Anyway, let's move on to the third eye look. This one, okay, this one was my favorite, okay, because I was really like looking at the color Max Power from the palette, and I'm like, okay, I have to use that. So we did. Okay, let's start off with this look. So we're using the Juvia's Place Eye Prep eye primer, and we're applying it all over the eye with the same sponge that we used in the other 2 tutorials, applying it all over so that we can get the intensity that we need. Okay, so this eyeshadow is going to hold on to those eyeshadows, so you need a primer. Okay. The first shade I'm using is called Investigator. Oh no, hold on, Instigator. It's called Instigator, and we're just applying it, rounding it off to the socket of the eye. And we're not blending yet, okay? We're just depositing the color, and once you have applied the shadow, you want to start to lightly blend out the shade, okay? Just go very lightly. Again, I'm probably going to tell you something you don't want to hear. Have some patience with your blending, okay? It takes time. Sometimes things can go a little wrong, but just have patience, okay? If you want to do an eye look that is gonna be like, whoa, that eye look is popping, girl. Yeah, it's gonna require some time, okay? I didn't learn my techniques overnight, and I still feel like I can improve a lot. When I was looking at this, I was like, okay, that's not as intense as I would like. And my plan was just to use all green shadows for this look. But I went into the color Play by Ear, which is the black shade from the palette, and I really wanted an intense crease. Okay, we're gonna go back into the color Instigator, and that's the green shade that we just previously used, and we're gonna soften up that black as much as we can. Now it's time to use the color Wild One, which is this really pretty green. It's almost close to the center shade that we're gonna be using in just a minute. But yeah, we're going to be using it with a fluffy brush so that we can soften up the edges of this screen right here. You can see that this green is also really pigmented and really vibrant. I really love it. And yeah, I'm taking a fluffy brush. Okay, take your time. There's going to be a lot of going back and forth with colors. So I'm going back into the color Play by Ear, which is the black shade. And we want to intensify that crease because when you're going in with a big fluffy brush, you're also softening up the other colors as you're applying that top color, you know? So you're going to have to come back to previous colors. So I'm taking the black shade and I'm just applying it to the crease. And then we're also going to go back into Instigator, which is that green shade. And we're going to overlap the green and until we're happy, okay? So now I'm taking a makeup wipe and I'm putting a Q-tip under it, and we're just gonna start to clean the center of the eyelid. Once the makeup was cleaned off from the eyelid, I decided that I wanted my crease to be a lot deeper. So again, we're going back into the color Play by Ear, which is the black shade, and we're deepening up that crease, okay? We want the center color that we're gonna be applying to really pop. Okay, so now it's time to cut the crease, okay? And we're just cutting the center of it. Nothing else matters aside from the center. I'm taking some of the Juvia's Place eye primer, but again, I recommend using the concealer because it's not gonna be too runny. I learned from doing this eye look, so yeah. Anyway, we're just applying it to the center of the eyelid. Then I'm taking the flat brush and just distributing the concealer, the eye primer on my center of the eyelid. And yeah, this is what we are doing. And you want to lightly kind of like blend the outer edges of the concealer. So just take your time when doing this process because it is time consuming to do an eye look like this one. Now I'm taking the color Instigator. Pendeja. I'm taking the color Instigator once again and I'm applying it to the outer edges of the halo eye. Okay, so just pack it on. As you can see, this is what it's looking like, and slowly you're going to work your way towards the center. You're not going to come all the way to the center because we're going to put an eyeshadow at the center that is going to pop. Are you ready for it? Well, this one is the color Max Power and we're applying it with a flat brush. Okay, so we're just depositing this color all throughout the center and just until it meets the other green shade that we applied to the outer corners. Now, once we have done that, we're going to go back into Instigator and then just bring it towards the center until we have a really nice blended effect. You want to do that to both sides. And then I wanted to deepen up the outer corners, so I'm taking the black eyeshadow, which is called Play by Ear, and with a pencil brush, I'm just depositing it to the inner and outer corner of the eye and just kind of like eyeing it out, you know? You know your eye shape best, so just kind of do what makes you happy, okay? Do what looks good on your eyes, because what might look good on me might not look good on you. I'm just showing you what I did, okay? Okay. Then I'm like, okay, I gotta pick up another color. So I decided to go into the color Head Out, and I took a fluffy brush and applied it to the inner part of the eye and also the outer corner top of the eye right here. I applied some mascara. I also applied my eyelashes and the rest of my face, and that completes this eye look, which to me personally, it's my favorite look. The eyeshadows for all three looks were definitely easy to blend. They're super pigmented, and I really love all three looks. But you guys let me know down below in the comments which one was your favorite. Okay, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. You guys seen all three looks. Let me know which one was your favorite down below in the comments. And also give my video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I wanted to let you guys know that there's going to be a lot of changes coming in the new year with my channel. I I really think that it needs a dedicated video for... It's just a lot of things that are happening in my life right now that are changing, and it's gonna affect my content. So I want to talk about it with you guys in hopefully my next video. So make sure you guys do subscribe before you leave. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any future content from me. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. I think I already said that, but subscribe, girl. What you waiting for? Again, thank you guys for being here. If you guys are interested in purchasing the palette that we reviewed today, the Morphe Mickey and Friends eyeshadow palette, I'm going to have it linked down below in the description box so that you guys can go ahead and check it out. And I will also provide you guys with a discount code so you guys can get some money off of your purchase. It is not affiliated, so I do not earn commission based off of you using my code, but you will get a good $5 off, I think. I don't know. Check the description box down below, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, girl. See you later. Have you shopped with me yet? Go ahead and take a look. I have so many eyelashes, different styles to complement any occasion. I also sell eyelash glue. I have press-on nail sets that I hand paint with love myself. I sell press-on nail kits, which you can do your own DIY nails, or maybe you want to sell your own press-on nails. I have so much to offer on my website, so go ahead and visit www.soñadoraofficial.com.